Today, Precarious plays
Deus Ex, Human Revolution. So submarines.
Mm-hmm.
There was a mission where this is a little peculiar. Stay with me here.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about Stormworks is it is a game where you are. The story is that you are a member of a Coast Guard.
Okay. Cool.
And you have to perform various duties: transportation, search and rescue.
Cool, helpful, necessary, adventurous. Yeah, sounds good.
Medical evac. And it's exciting scenarios because it's a storm-racked ocean that you have to engage with.
Yeah.
You might recall from me talking about Subnautica.
You're not a fan.
Not a favorite.
No. That's a very challenging environment for you.
Yes.
Especially choppy seas. Because
right.
shipwrecks spook you out.
Yeah. And the dark depths of the ocean, to me, are much more intimidating. They're much scarier than the depths of space, for example.
Yeah. I don't understand that fully. But I don't think that I need to.
What is this? Oh, it's a beer.
A beer.
Yeah, I've got a beer.
Just stop and have a beer. Just one little tasty beer. The
delicious beer. Ooh, fuzzy.
Oh, it does make everything look different. So, what were you telling me about?
The one, two. How?
But you want to go in.
Okay, well, that's not it. Sorry, what was I saying?
You were talking about
Stormworks?
Yeah.
Challenging. Seas are challenging.
Yeah.
Space easier than oceans for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's because I know that unless it's like a fantasy space experience, I think that if I were to play a fantasy style game or science fantasy where there were creatures that could live in space, it would be scary to me.
Yeah.
But I think I know that space is much more likely to be lonesome than the ocean. It's not the ocean that's scary, it's what inhabits the ocean. Yes.
Oh.
Tits. Sorry. It's the environment. I've got sailor mouth. It's contagious.
So, have you been spending a lot of time in this type of seafaring environment now? Or
well, mostly.
Is it like this?
No, not at this scale, not yet. And I think that the game would sort of start to come apart at the seams if anyone were to go this big.
What are your missions like?
So they started me off with some transportation stuff, personnel and items. And then I have done a few rescue missions, but the most recent rescue mission... So what I started with, I have 3 vehicles that are in service right now. I have a small boat, just a small little... I'm not even actually sure what the default speed measurement is. I think it might be... Let's see. I'm pretty sure that the objective markers on your map are in meters. I'm pretty sure that the default unit of measurement for speed is meters per second. So it's a... Actually, that sounds really fast now that I say it out loud. Well, let's just say units.
Okay.
I've got a little boat that goes 20 units of speed per second, which is not especially fast.
It's probably knots or something.
I don't think it's knots because there are guides on the Steam community page on how to convert it to knots for people that are interested in that and having that be their measurement of speed, you know? Damn it. What's even the point? Why go around like this?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should start just knocking people out? Just so I can move around freely?
Slowing to 5 knots. Speak of the knots.
Someone followed the Steam community guide.
Adjusting main ballast tanks. Dropping draft 2 meters.
Dropping draft 2 meters. I don't know what that means. Look, the stuff is swaying.
Yeah, and you know, this looks very cold. I wonder if it doesn't seem nearly cramped enough. And I thought we were on a boat. Part of me wonders if this is some sort of nuclear submarine.
I don't think so. I don't think so because even there are a lot of ships that are so large that they have a large portion of their storage capacity below decks and underwater.
Yeah.
So you might be underwater, but I don't think that it's a tin can.
Ah, I see.
Ah, but you can't.
Yeah.
But you could.
But I could.
But then you'd be, but then...
There's always, and then if I could, come on, Jensen.
Get in the box. You know that's where you live. I feel like he has augments that really do just shove his thighs up into his rib cage just so that he can crouch walk around here properly.
No, that can't be true. Almost all of my augments are disabled. That cannot possibly be like a core function.
Oh, I think it is. I mean, you don't have a liver or anything anymore, and they would probably do that filtration system much more compact. And livers are big. And then you wouldn't need your stomach. You'd probably have one of those shrunken stomachs, where they get rid of part of it.
Whoa. He's not saying anything, but I think you are right. Maybe on the same side, question mark? Just hope he can be convinced. Regardless, leaving now. Gear is in, CMPT 01 D01, code 1923. Don't forget to spike the camera. So maybe that wasn't as accidental as it seemed. I think there are 2 guys above me. I need to wait for one of them to leave the room.
Okay. Hey, friend.
Adjusting main ballast tanks. Dropping draft 2 meters.
Bye, friend. Nap time. You'll have a headache later. Aw, he was winning. Oh, well.
You can just tell at a glance.
We're gonna go with a yes on that. And if you look up the rules, then you can prove me right.
Aw, game. Why couldn't you be cool?
You can't put him under the decks. Oh, you're not. No, you're not here.
Yeah.
See? Now you don't have to lose to your friend. Man, you look a mess, Jensen. You really gotta do something about that. Get a towel. Jeez.
What the hell, not enough energy? There's enough energy. Punch the man. God.
Have you looked at yourself lately? I'm surprised. I'm surprised you have enough energy to stand up.
Now, all of you, get in the hole.
No, they were just playing cards and they got into a fight and they punched each other.
This wouldn't have been a problem if you guys would have just gotten in the hole where you were supposed to be.
Jump on them. It won't work, will it?
No. This is not cool. I don't like this.
You can't put that in there.
Yeah, that's a big problem. That feels like a violation of of established rules.
Yeah, you were able to do that before.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just, this is clearly like some sort of invisible barrier that they've placed.
Yeah.
And I would not have acted this way. I would not have knocked that first guy out when I did if I had known that I could not put that guy down there, you know? My entire plan was hinging on that.
Yeah, and now there's this other guy that you're gonna have to stack under the card table too.
Yeah, I mean, I guess everybody's just gonna get stacked up in the corner.
Yeah, which is not ideal. Sometimes...
Well, I mean, the thing that really pisses me off is that there's no logical sense to why I wouldn't be able to drag that guy down. Like, I can fit, so why can't he fit?
It's that augment that you have that shoves your thighs up into your chest cavity.
So if I had known, I would have run over to the far side and dragged this guy here at the start of this, which might have saved me some trouble. There was a person that was lost at sea. They were a scuba diver.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to find them. And it was too scary.
It was too scary, you just couldn't?
It was too scary, yeah. The seas were too dark and too choppy. I didn't like being out there at all. There was storming. And I'm not sure if that is necessarily part of the scenario or not. Like, I don't know if maybe when it assigns you this mission, it also sets the weather to be choppy. I don't know if that's the case or not. But what happened to me is I wound up with dark and stormy, roiling seas, while also trying to find a missing scuba diver.
Yikes. Have you ever considered that maybe you don't need to be part of the Coast Guard? I mean, I'm just saying.
Just consider it a job change. Well, the big problem is, so I've got 3 vehicles. I've got a little starter boat that moves at 20 units per second. I've got a much larger speedboat, which is much more sophisticated. That moves at like 50 default speed units. And then I have my favorite vehicle, because I made it myself out of macaroni. It is a highly functional helicopter.
So you just get the heck right out of the water away from it.
Yeah.
You're like, I know how to solve this water problem. Let's not go there. Let's just leave.
Forget water.
Yeah, forget it. You don't need
Water's for
it.
chumps.
Yeah.
Access granted.
So let's see. Oh, there are turrets around. Okay, well, let's take care of the thing we can take care of, which is this camera. You know, I need to take a little break.